There was a child born to illiterate villagers in an isolated village. He had to flee his homeland and has been a man without a country for more than half a century. He has never owned a home or a car or had a salary, let alone investments of any kind. He never had a family of his own. He never attended an ordinary school. His education was a series of tutorials in arcane philosophical methods, rituals, and a curriculum developed some 600 years ago. And yet he has met regularly for deep discussions with some of the most advanced scientists in the world. He frequently visits with high-powered leaders, school children, and ordinary citizens of every kind, including those who live in slums around the world. He travels ceaselessly, always ready to learn. This, of course, describes the Dalai Lama, a person utterly rare on the planet, free from the many obligations that delimit the concerns of most of us to our own lives, our family and friends, our community, our country. While he has none of the training of a specialist, his expertise speaks to other dimensions of life, his accumulated wisdom rather than mere knowledge. His is a special expertise. He's an expert on reflection and stillness, on selflessness and compassion. Almost none of us would even consider meditating 5 hours a day, as does the Dalai Lama. Yet there's much we can learn from his deep practice and the resulting insight and caring that applies to how to live a good and fulfilled life. When it comes to investing, we consult a financial expert. To our health, a doctor. And when it comes to our inner life, to how to be a force for good in this world, we can trust the Dalai Lama as an expert whose guidance can benefit us all. Begin with looking inward and managing our own minds and hearts, he tells us. Then look outward from a more balanced place in ourselves and consider the good we can do. Don't be discouraged by the terrible news we hear. In reality, that reflects a small portion of the human story. Beneath the ugly tip of that glacier lies a vast reservoir of sensitivity and kindness, and each of us can enlarge that goodness. Leadership happens to be an area I've written about often in recent years, and I find in the Dalai Lama several lessons for any leader. As we'll see, his vision for a better world excludes no one, but rather reaches to every strata of society and to people everywhere. There are no in-group biases in his message. He offers guidance to us all. Nor does he dictate what action we should take. While he has several explicit goals in mind, he leaves up to each of us whether we follow his lead or not, and if so, how we choose to act. He has no interest in our money, our likes, our email addresses to add to some list, or collecting us as followers. He offers his perspective on life freely. It's simply there for our taking. Refreshingly, rather than having some hidden selfish agenda, his leadership message revolves around a central organizing principle: genuine compassion. And his appreciation of the web of human interconnection gives him a genuine concern for all of us. In talking with leaders from Davos to D.C., I hear the same complaints. Our guiding values have the very rich leaving the poor in the dust. Planetary systems on course to meltdown, and governments paralyzed in the face of such urgent challenges. We need, they tell me, a new brand of leadership, one that excludes the mix of cynicism and self-interest that's left us facing a dystopian future. The wider our sphere of influence, the more people we guide. In this sense, the Dalai Lama has a global role, touching millions. He's become a de facto world citizen, wandering incessantly for more than a half-century, spending months each year in far corners, meeting people of all kinds. The world's concerns are his. Leaders guide attention, directing our efforts toward what matters. Typically, this is meant addressing what's urgent in the short term, this quarter's targets, the next new thing, the coming election. The business press tells us the best leaders are those whose wily strategies win market share and profit growth for their companies, and spotlights executives who have shepherded their companies to exceptional fiscal performance.